because we are very good friends. But when this thing happened, I thought I can do something for these people, because if they love me, I can love them too. So I thought I'm a successful person, I have a good business, and I can contribute to the Ham Radio Society also. So I decided to put part of my money and my life devoted to ham radio. So it's why I did a lot of expeditions and support many expeditions, not just expeditions, but I also do contesting, so I'm very active in this. But the reason I do all this stuff is because I thought we are different than many other people. We go around the world and we do stuff which is humanitarian, we're peaceful. We're also talking about loving each other and not just do bad stuff to the other people. So anyway, thank you very much to all of you, and I'm very honored to be here between you guys. You are a very special group of people, and thank you very much for that big honor for me.
Okay, we'll get through this real quick, but the next one is important, isn't it? Our second inductee is one of those very special individuals who is usually working very hard in the background, not interested in the spotlight. He has been on multiple DXpeditions, but where he has really shined in the world of DX is his willingness to do whatever it takes for anyone requesting assistance as they prepare to head to the Pacific for a DXpedition. He has established a high reputation known to most everyone wanting to DXpedition in the Pacific. They know that they can rely on him to provide valuable on-ground assistance as they prepare their logistical needs. He has been an active participant in Hawaii's Department of Emergency Management RACES team. In advance of the 2009 K4M DXpedition in Midway, he was instrumental in getting the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service to approve amateur radio operations there. He also performs many behind-the-scenes activities that benefit the DX community. The ongoing electronics maintenance support he provides to the caretakers of various remote Pacific entities establishes and maintains relationships that can ultimately afford amateur radio operators the opportunity to activate these otherwise ultra-rare locations. For example, he has provided electronic support to the Nature Conservancy on Palmyra Atoll for over a decade. And just 3 years ago, designed and constructed 2 VHF repeater systems for the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, which are now in operation at 2 U.S. wildlife refuges. Nominated by the Dayton DX Association, I present to you tonight's second inductee into the CQDX Hall of Fame, Kimo Chung, KH7.
I don't know what to say. I like to think that I try to do things that I can when I can. And that's always the best reward. I started in ham radio in an auspicious year in 1973. It's useful in sweepstakes, but nonetheless I don't get to operate that very often. And I suddenly figured out that I think I might be the 73rd award So it's kind of like, the numbers are aligning, so that's okay. I'll accept that. I remember my first time I ever worked at EGX. I had a hot water 16 on top of my parents' big single speaker, stereo speakers, like a 16-inch woofer, I think. Sounds really good though. And I had a 40-meter dipole, apex about 12 feet off the ground. And I was on 15 meters one morning. On a weekend, I was in high school, I think. And suddenly, I was maybe 6 words a minute as a novice. And suddenly I got a call, and I kept asking to repeat again. It doesn't sound like a WN something. And finally, it dawned on me that it was a European call sign, and it, in fact, was a German call. And I was so worked up on it, and worked up about it, that I didn't even go and look for more DX. I ran outside and told my parents, I just worked Germany. And that was it. And I said, wow, I could have kicked myself after that. I mean, the first opening in, a year or two, and I didn't take advantage of it. But hopefully now I learned my lesson and priority. My parents they can learn about it later. Anyway, it's always an honor to help people as I can. I think a lot of us sometimes are just in the right place and the right time, happen to know people. And when you can use those things to help others achieve their goals, then it's a good thing. We can all devote ourselves to trying to help others with any advantages that we may bring to bear and make their endeavors more successful. And that brings a lot of joy to me. I'd like to thank Zorro. I'd like to thank departed AMSA who helped me in the early days, Frank Smith, AH0W, Bob, W6, OSP, obviously Don Greenbaum and ODG. There's a number of people that showed me kindness and allowed me to help them, and they helped me and allowed me to go on some beautiful trips that I will remember forever. And I appreciate it, and thank you to all of you. I appreciate the award committee for nominating me or selecting me, and I hope I can live up to this in the future. Thank you very much.
As I say, we're honored every year to have the CQ Hall of Fame Award presented here. There's another one that will start next year, so this is Mike 85A.
Thank you, Jay. It's a privilege to be here tonight. I'm president of the Island Radio Expedition Foundation. And just let me catch up. I promise to be brief, and I will be, but what is that? We took an expedition to Nicaragua in 1999, and it was a new one. And we thought, maybe we could solicit some support. And because it was an IOTA expedition, we put out our solicitations, and we got a 20-meter dipole and a pizza coupon. It was all we could manage to raise. And so we thought about that on the flight home, and we decided we can complain about that, or we can be part of the solution. So we put together a 501c3 organization and started soliciting contributions, so our own money put in, to help IOTA expeditions, and IOTA only. And I have to tell a quick story. Maybe Bob will remember this. He applied for an IRS grant. He was going to someplace rare, DXCC, or he wouldn't have been going. And I had the pleasure of writing the letter. Where he was going was not rare by IOTA standards. And he would need to go to somewhere like Galveston Island, perhaps, but that would be on the air. So it is IOTA only. So as this was 19 years ago. So we've granted close to $80,000 over that time to IOTA expeditions, and it's been a passion that we've had. And so as IOTA has matured, Expeditioning has matured. We recently got back from a trip to VK9AR, and that was 34 hours flying time, 2.5 days in a boat, 4 days on a reef, that it took us 3 years to get permission to go to. So they're not easy anymore. And we felt on the flight back from that, it's time to begin to recognize these expeditioners who are facing significant challenges. So we announced a while back on our website, we're going to start the IOTA Expeditioner of the Year, not the Expedition of the Year, the Expeditioner of the Year, and it will be really kind of a straight-up calculation of the rarity, based on rarity of where you went, how many QSOs you made. So it's not a beauty contest of any kind, it's going to be a calculation. And so we were asked, Bill, AGAB, sent us a note and said, would you like to make that award at our DX dinner on an annual basis? Like, are you kidding me? Of course, we would love to do that, and it'd be a great venue for this award. So the competition is on. It is motivating expeditioners as we speak. They're working extra islands, they're going to other places, and so we think it'll have a good impact. So we look forward, and just a quick plug, irfradio.com. If you want to make a now give to all these DX guys first, okay? With your leftover money, chunk a little at the IOTA guys, and it will go to fund these expeditions. And I think as we grant this award, and you become to understand some of the efforts that go into these expeditions, you'll appreciate the work that they do. So we look forward to being here next year, give the award, and give these guys some recognition. So thank you for your time. We appreciate the opportunity.